Hello, aviators, air traffic controllers, and flight attendants from all over the world. Welcome to our channels. My name is Rai Cardoso, and our today's live streaming will focus on English for aviation. We are going through challenging moments in the history of mankind. We don't know when and everything. We don't know when and if everything will come back to the same routine that we were used to just 12 months ago. But one thing we know, it is necessary to be prepared. Only getting prepared for when the opportunities appear is totally useless. The opportunities always come. So be prepared for them. Let me briefly introduce myself uh, by talking about my personal background. I started my aeronautical career as an air traffic controller. I became a pilot some decades ago, and I have been flying the Boeing series as an air transport pilot since 1991. And I have been involved with training since 1999. We are going to present the ultimate solution for aviation English in general, including the ICAO test and job interviews for companies in general. And I would like to start by asking you a simple question, a very simple question. How do you feel when you have an interview? I mean, not in English, in your mother language, in your mother tongue, right? Like if you are from Spain, in Spanish, whatever. If you are from the Middle East, in Arabic, but not in English. How do you feel when you have to come across a personal interview in your own language? Do you feel stressed, maybe nervous, maybe insecure? Now you have an IQ test or a job interview coming up soon. Let's say that in 15 minutes, in 15 days, or maybe 10 days or 1 month, coming up soon, you have an IQ test or a job interview. In English, of course, you have a decisive test. How do you feel now? Better now or worse now? More stressed, maybe terrified. And most important, how do you tackle this? How do you deal with these feelings, these negative feelings of feeling nervous, stressed, insecure? You keep doing the same things, using the same old methods of reading texts, writing sentences. You will not read or write anything during a test or a job interview. So, how come? Let me tell you a brief story about false beliefs. It's a friend of mine. I was talking to my friend, to a job mate, a colleague. I was learning Spanish, and I told him that I was just uh, trying to learn some Spanish. He told me that he was about to take the ICAO test, and that his problem was when it comes to speak. So he told me that he could understand everything, he could read, he could write, but he couldn't speak. He was focused on grammar rules and he got stuck. And I asked him, remember when you were a 5-year-old boy, or maybe a five-year-old girl, right? You couldn't read, you couldn't write, you knew no grammar rules, but you were fluent in your mother language, right? So, fluent at age 5. What happens now? You are a smart adult now, and now you got stuck with false beliefs. And you know what works. And of course, you also know what does not work. When you first went to school at age 5, you had never seen a grammar book and you were fluent in your language. Fluent at age 5. It means you already know what works and what doesn't work. At age 5, you were fluent without having done all you want to do today to be fluent in English. But you already know it doesn't work. Americans do not know English grammar rules. Why should you? Do you know your mother language grammar? I don't think so. Americans make mistakes when speaking English. Why shouldn't you? Do you think I made mistakes today on this live streaming? Of course I did. Read my lips, please. Do not be afraid of making mistakes anymore. Why do you think you have to master grammar rules to be fluent in English? Can you, by the way, clearly explain one grammar rule in your mother language? I don't think so. So, why should you do it in English? Why? Tell me why. Now, other important point. Observe your everyday talk with your friends and family in your mother language. Most of the time, you are using the simple present and the simple past. And why? Why? Just because we human beings, we love talking about the past. We seldom talk about the present and we almost never talk about the future. It means that most of the time we use the past tense and the present tense. If most of the time we use the past tense and the present tense, guess what? To be fluent in English, you just need to master the simple present and the simple past. Simple as that. After that, you only need to play with some vocabulary and expressions. So after mastering the simple present and the simple past, all you have to do now is to be familiar with some technical or specific vocabulary, and that's it. You are fluent. You're ready to succeed on the IQ test and on a job interview. Believe me, that's the truth. Uh, Now, we have to change our old beliefs. You have to change your old beliefs. And you start by doing this. From today on, adopt this new belief. I failed in the past, in the last job interviews, or on the ICAO test, not because of me, but because of the old methods of using textbooks, full of grammar rules, verbs, hundreds of new vocabulary, and these things simply don't work. Period. You will not read or write anything during the ICAO test or on a job interview. So stop now reading and writing and focus on speaking. And that's what our lessons are all about, speaking, deep, full conversation experience. Because remember, you are not going to read or write anything on the ICAO test or on a job interview. Okay, that's the end of our today's live streaming. Next time we are going to present our lessons, and they are based on a storytelling method, a fantastic and I would say revolutionary method, a method in which you will have a full, deep conversation experience, not focused on grammar or textbooks. That's it. That's okay. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.